So this is some instruction on how to work with the record keeping side of the GEO platform and how do you work with the money making button. Okay, so we're talking about this money making button, and there it is over there. Okay, so this is all about how to record your financial transactions and to record your buying and selling activities. Okay, so when you click on that money making button, so assuming that this was my the front page that I come into, my home screen, when you click on the money making button, scroll down until you see this: products, purchases, sales, cash book, and inventory. Okay. Then once you do that, and so the very first thing you need to click on is products. Okay. Okay. So number one, select the business idea that you want to add info into. So click on the business idea. Okay, so it's wanting to baking fresh pies, money making. You're going to click on that. And you'll see the colored block, which identifies where you are working. And when you, and then you click on products, as I've said. So click on the products button. Okay, it'll open up a screen that looks like this. Okay, now the very first thing that you need to do is you need to tell the platform that you've invested some money. So look at this section there. Okay, and I've just extended the view so it's easier to see over here, expanded the view, and you'll see that the blocks all say 0. Okay, so the first thing that you do is you go into that block and you type in an amount. Okay, so let's say 90. There it is there. Okay, and when you press the invest cash button, that's that one there, it's going to say confirm your investment. Then you press the confirmed investment, and this block will go to 0, and you'll have your 90 under on the left hand side under invested and money on hand. Okay, so that's the first thing that you do. Any questions on that? Okay, is somebody trying to speak? Right. So, no questions? And so the next thing that you'll have to do is you'll need to write up a list of the products with their costs and selling price. So the menu change when you're in the money making thing, that you don't see your business ideas anymore. And you remember where it said products, purchases, sales, cash book, inventory, that is all put in one line. So you're going to go back to products. Okay, once you've invested the money, go back to products, click on it. Okay, there it's going to show you that you invested some money. Now, the first thing that you need to do is click this add new button, because you need to add a new product. Okay, once you've done that, when you press the add button, it'll open up a screen like this. So that's a little bit bigger on what it looks like. So the areas that you're going to be filling in, description. Okay, under description, type in the product or the service that you are selling. The next is the purchase price. Purchase means buying. So how much did it cost you? How much money did you pay out for buying that product? Okay. So you're going to fill in the price that you paid for the product or service when you bought it from the supplier. And then under selling price, what are you selling it for? Okay. Then once you've put in that, you go to, now, the cost price must, of course, be less than the selling price. So if you are selling something for, let's say, 70, the cost price cannot be more than 70. It's got to be less than 70. So let's say it's 30, or let's say it's 40, whatever. But the cost price has got to be lower than the selling price. You don't have to change anything else. See, it says retail product, favorite suppliers, markup. Don't mess with those. Then all you need to do is hit the update button. So number 1, put in the description of the product. Number 2, the purchase price. Number 3, the selling price. Number 4, the update button. Okay. And when you push those, you will see what you have put there. So you'll see baking fat cakes. 5 is my purchase price. 10 is my selling price. It works out your markup for you. Markup is how much money you're putting on your cost price to get your selling price. Okay. Chocolate cake, 10, selling for 25. The markup is 150%. Great markup. Chocolate cakes, the full cake, 30, 70, and 133% markup. Okay. Here's the products. There's the purchase price. There's the selling price or the cost price. Okay, there's the markup. Platform will work it out for you. Now, some notes. Number 1, make sure that your cost price is lower than your selling price. Number 2, if you have bought a product in bulk, say a packet of sweets or a packet of cigarettes, you are selling them as individual items. Okay. Now, so let's say that you bought a packet of sweets and you spent 50 on your packet of sweets. Okay. 50. Now, in order to get the cost price, don't put in the cost price of the entire packet of sweets. You'd open the packet, you'd pour out the sweets, and you would count them. So let's say, just let me get something here to basically write with. Say that, I'm going to do it up here, the cost price for packet sweets. Let me just move it. Is 50. I'm not putting an R in front of it just so that people in other countries would know. Okay. So now you would work out how many sweets. So count the number of sweets and say it comes to 30. Okay. So then the price per sweet equals 30 divided by 50, or 50 divided by 30. Sorry, the other way around. 50 divided by 30. Okay, so let's pull up our calculator. Come on, calculator. Oh, wait, I've got to go here. Sorry. All right, let me bring it down into the middle of the screen. So 50 divided by 30 equals 1.67. $1.67. So now it is this. Let me just close this off quickly. It is this 1.67 that would be your cost price for each suite. So that's 1.67 is what you'd put there under your purchase price. Okay. So this here, 1.67 would be your purchase price. Okay. And then, of course, you need to sell it for more than 1.67. So say you decided to sell it for 2.15. That would be your selling price. Okay. And you do the same if you were if you are baking goods, you would take the price of all the ingredients. So you'd add your flour and your sugar and that, and you'd work out how much of those ingredients you are using to make your scone or to make your muffin. And then you find out from that batch of mixed dough, you find out what that batch of mixed dough would cost you. Okay. And then you find out how many muffins or scones am I able to make from that. And say you're able to make 12. Then you take the price of all the ingredients divided by 12 to get the price of 1. And that's what you'd put as your purchase price. Okay, so some of you, it will be easy. I bought it for 30, I'm selling it for 50. Very simple. Others of it, I bought a packet of cigarettes for, let's say 100. They're 20 in a packet. So 100 divided by 20 gives you the cost price of each loose one. And that's because that's what you're selling, loose cigarettes. Okay. So are there any questions behind, any questions on that? Just let me have a look at something really quickly. No, there's nobody that I can see there. All right. Okay, so, there's, okay, 2 people. Let's just let them. Right, so let's just move on. So if you've made something like baking some muffins or scones, you need to calculate the price it costs you to make 1 muffin or scone. Firstly, calculate the cost for all the raw materials, the flour, the butter, the sugar, etc., that you use to make 1 batch of muffins or scones. Then you get the price per muffin or scone by taking the price of the entire batch, and let's say you can make 12 muffins from it, and divide the price of the ingredients by the number of products. So say the price for the dough to make 12 muffins was 125. Okay, then the price of 1 muffin is 125 divided by 12 is 10.42, and this is the cost price of that you use when you put it into there. In other words, for baking fat cakes or chocolate cakes or whatever the case may be. Now, what you need to do, each and every single product that you are selling, you need to go through these steps of adding new, okay? brings up that template. Fill in baking fat cake, fill in your purchase price, fill in your selling price, hit update, add new, chocolate cake per slice, cost price 10, selling price 25, update, add new, description of the product, chocolate cakes, cost price 30, selling price 70, update. So then you've got 3 products in your list of products. And you need to do that for how many ever products you're selling. So even if you are selling, let's say, cold drinks, and you are selling the 340 ml can, you're selling the 500 mils, you're selling 1 liter, you're selling 2 liters, and it's the same Coca-Cola, for instance, you put 4 different products for those 4 different sizes. Why? Because they've each have got a different cost price, and each has certainly got a different selling price. Okay, any questions on that? Are we okay with that? Give me thumbs up if we're okay and we can move on. Thanks, Gold Youth Zambia. Thanks, Mayemba Precious. Okay, Mayemba. Thanks, Kabile and Christopher. Mayemba, you've got a question. You raised your hand.
Yes, I do. So what if you're selling products with different quantities, but they have the same price?
So let's say you are selling 4 different quantities of the same product. Then what you've got to do is go ahead. Yeah.
No, the quantity is different. The quantity is different. For example, maybe the example you gave for Coca-Cola, you're selling 750 1 liter, but the price is the same.
Well, the price is unlikely to be the same, because you're not going to be able to buy a 340 ml can and a 1 liter. You're not going to be able to buy the same price, because you got more quantity, because it's got a different cost price and a selling price. But let us say, for instance, it is the same cost price, but a different selling price. So then what you do is you would put here, so you'd put something like, just let me type in here, you would put Coke 340 milliliter. Okay, that would be product 1. Then Coke 500 milliliter. That would be product 2. Then Coke 1 liter, and that would be product 3. Okay, and each would have their cost price and their selling price. Okay, so that's what you would do. Does that answer your question, Mayemba?
No, Mr. Chris, it doesn't.
All right. So just
I'm saying that.
Yes.
Can I continue?
Yes.
I'm saying that, for example, the same business I'm doing is for selling waffle snails. We have 1.5 inches, 1 inch, 2.5, and also 2 inch, but the order price is the same.
Right.
So I was saying that, so the order price is the same, whether you're getting a 1 inch, 1.5, or maybe a 2 inch or a 2.5. So the order price is the same.
Right.
So meaning that you should also, the cost, the selling price should be the same with the other type of product.
Now, okay, so are you selling them for exactly the same price?
Yes, because they cost the same.
So it doesn't matter whether it's a 1 inch, a 3/4 inch, half inch, you're selling them for the same price.
Yes.
And they cost the same price.
Yes.
Well, then you would put it as one product.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. So Holly, that's not that's your. So she asks, so Mr. Chris, we are required to put 3 products for our business? Question mark. The answer to that is no. If you are selling 1 product, like Mayamba was saying, then all you do is you put one product. If you've got 10 products, you would do 10. I have 3 business ideas. So if you've got 3 business ideas, then you would need to go and put the product under each one of those business ideas. So, let's say you are selling fat cakes, selling ice cream, and selling Coca-Cola. Those are your 3 business ideas. Under fat cakes, you'd have fat cakes and mince, you'd have fat cakes and sugar, you'd have fat cakes and liver, you'd have fat cakes and whatever. So those would be your 4 products under fat cakes. And then you're also selling sandwiches, because it's all in selling, those type of things. Then you'd have an egg mayonnaise sandwich, you'd have a tuna sandwich, you'd have a chicken sandwich, and so on. So you could put all those in because your business is selling baked goods. But under ice cream, it would be your second business idea, and you'd have to invest some money in ice cream. You'd have to list the different products and the different selling prices and cost prices. And then if you're offering a shoe shine, then that would be your third business. You'd invest some money in the shoe shine business. You would say, I am shining closed shoes, I'm shining sandals, I'm washing sneakers, that type of thing. So if you've got 3 different business ideas, you must open up a money-making activity for all your 3 different business ideas and how many products under those 3 different business ideas. But if it's a shoe shine business and all you're doing is shining just one shoes, don't put many products, just put the one. Okay, I hope that helps you, Holly. Hope that that clears things for you. All right. So let's move on. Okay, any more questions? Right, so that's step 3. Step 4. Oops, just let me clear the drawings. Right. Let's move on to step number 4. Okay. Right. Now you need to log in the money that you spent on buying the products. Okay, so once you're back on your dashboard, you would click purchases. It would open up a template that looks like this. Okay, sorry, yeah. Okay, then you need to hit the buy stock button. Okay, so when you push purchases, this is what will come up. You hit the buy stock button, and that will open up a template that looks like this. Now, all you need to do is 4 things on this template. 1, you need to click the choose button. Next, okay, so this is now bigger. Hit the choose button. What it's going to do is it's going to drop down a list of the products that you put in step 3, where you worked out how many products you got, their selling price and their cost price. Okay, then you need to select the product. So let's say it's scones. So you hit the choose button. It puts this drop down menu. You select the product that you are buying. Okay, and then it's going to show up there. Okay, so instead of choose, it's going to show up scones. Then you type in the number that you are buying. Okay, then it's advisable to make a note for yourself. So bought for, where did you buy it from? Bought from Spar Supermarket. And the last thing you do is you push the update button. Okay, so choose, select the product, put in the number, make a note, hit the update button. I'll say that again. Hit the buy stock button, brings up this, go to choose, select the product you're buying, put in the number, put where you bought it from or some note to yourself, and click update. Once you do that, you will see that's where it has been listed. My scones, bought from Spar Supermarket, and the amount. Okay, shows you the purchase date, product you bought, the note you made, the number you bought. Now, and then how much you spent. Okay, so now some notes. Number one, if the update button cannot be pushed because it's not live, there are mainly three reasons for this. One, you've not added in a note. Two, you are trying to spend more money than you had in your business. So it will tell you, the system will not allow you to spend more money. It will say you do not have enough money. And that's when you need to invest some more money. You need to tell the business that you're putting in more money, or you need to cut back on the amount that you've purchased, or you've not selected the product you want to buy. Those are the only three reasons why that would be not live. Okay. Step 5, logging in your sales figures. Okay, so anybody want to know anything about purchases? Anybody? I'm not seeing anybody raise hands or anything. Is everybody with me? Just give me the thumbs up if you're with me. Thank you, Julia. Thank you, Holly. Right. Logging in your sales figures. Okay. Hit the sales button. That's going to bring up a menu, and you would push sell products and services. Going to bring up exactly the same template where it's going to be choose. When you click on the choose button, it's going to give you a list of all that you can, all of your products. So if you're going to sell the scones, you select the scones. Once you've done that, the scones will show up. Then you type in the number that you've sold. You make a note, sold to people that pass by my shop. And then you hit the update button. So when you select buy products and services, choose the product that you sold, the number that you are selling, make a note of who you sold it to, and update. Then it's going to say that you sold some scones to passers-by in my shop, and the number, so there at the date, the scones, notes you made, the number that you sold, the money that you've collected in. Note, if the update button can't be pushed, there are again three reasons. One, you've not made a note. Number two, you're trying to sell more products than you have. You need to check this inventory or stock levels first, okay? Or you've not selected the product you want to sell. Okay, so it's quite a simple process once you get used to it. Any questions on logging in your sales figures? Now, summary on what we've learned. So number one, select the business idea you want to update your finances for. Number two, press the products button and invest your money in the business. Number three, again, press the products button and list the products or services you will be selling one by one, along with their purchase price and their selling price. Okay, so obviously you can put services in. So if you are doing a hair salon, you would say for product number one, braiding. Product number two, haircuts. Product number three, shampoo, conditioner, and styling. Product number four, weaves, and so on. So you'd put in your products and services. Okay. Step number 4, press the purchases button, find the choose button, and press on it to get a list of the products that you've typed during step 3, during this step. Select the product you are buying, and in the quantity block, type in the number of products that you have bought, then make a note to yourself under notes and press the update button. Okay. Going through it again. Right. Step 5, press the sales button. Then find the choose button and press it, and get a list of the products that you've typed in during step 3. Select the product you've sold, and in the quantity block, type the number of products that you've sold. Then make a note to yourself under the notes section and press the update button. So you would get that. Just going through it again. Every time you need to record more stock that you've bought, you repeat step 4. Select the product, put in the quantity, make the note, hit the update. Every time you need to record the products you've sold, you repeat step 5. Select the product, put in the quantity, make the note, hit the update. Okay. Now, step 6 is to check how much stock you have. Hit the inventory button. In step 7, to check where your money has gone, click the cash book button. Okay, so this is how you check your inventory level. Okay. So you'll see there it says inventory or stock level. Inventory is how much stock you've got. When you press the screen, it'll open up like this. So you'll have a list of all of your products, the quantity that you have on hand, which means how many you can sell. So you can see here, rock buns, I've got 25, but I can't sell ham and cheese sandwiches because I've got 0. Egg sandwiches, I've got 7. Can't sell chocolate cakes per slice because I got 0. Okay. The last cost price, it puts it in, and then the value, how much stock is of money is tied up in that product. Okay. And if you want to check the amount of money you've got in your business, you click that cash book button. Okay. It'll open up a screen like this. Where it's got the dates of the transactions. It puts in a receipt number. We'll come back to that when we do record keeping. Description of the product, the money you brought in from sales, the amount of money you've paid for your stock, and how much money you have in your business. It also tells you what your highest selling products are. Okay, so there's the 2 parts. This tells you your top selling products. This tells you what happened with your money. Okay. Any questions or comments?